guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with some MLB 2K12 and some franchise mode with the Detroit Tigers. We are going up against the Minnesota Twins, so it is the top-ranked team in the AL Central, the Tigers, versus the last-place team, the Twins. So I'm coming off of a loss here, if you guys didn't check the last episode here, against the Detroit Tigers, and that started a 4-game losing streak for us. So if we lose this game, we're going to get swept by the Minnesota Twins, and I am not happy about that here. But I feel like I got to play hard in this one. I kind of still want a little bit of revenge here for what happened these last 4 games here. Miguel Cabrera reaching out for this one, and this is going to go into right field. It is going to be a home run. I'm loving it. Now, Miguel Cabrera is front runner right now here for the AL MVP. Got the best batting average in the American League, best on-base percentage, and he's really hitting for power right now as well. So I think of anybody here in the game, regardless of what team that they are on, this guy definitely deserves MVP. So let's hope that he stays healthy, doesn't go on a cold streak, don't want that to happen or anything like that, because I'd like to see him win. Justin Verlander right now is the front runner, too, for the Cy Young Award for the American League. So I'm hoping that we've got 2 representatives here from my team who make it. But it doesn't look like Justin Verlander is going to repeat both MVP and Cy Young. That'd be kind of cool, though. All right, so now that Miguel Cabrera has finally come home, Prince Fielder is going to step up to the plate here. 333 on the season, but against the Twins here, he's kind of been struggling here. But back-to-back pitches is back-to-back home runs. Wow. I think there has only been one other time here that this has happened. This is awesome. Well, not if you're the Minnesota Twins. I mean, this is not cool because we get to a very early 2-0 lead here in the second inning on 2 solo home runs. But speaking of people who are in the front runners for something right now, or I guess I should say in the lead, Prince Fielder is in the lead here for the total home runs here in the American League. So it's nice to see him hit the home run right here, be able to expand that too. You cannot leave that hanging high. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. This feels so good because the last few games that I've been playing, offense has not been there, especially the long ball hasn't been there. So to kind of have this much success early on with back-to-back home runs, this is nice. All right, Delman Young now. Now, since there's a lefty up here, Delman Young is a lot better against lefties than he is righties here. And on this pitch, never mind. It goes into right center here, but it is going to be a double. So 3 straight pitches, we've got 3 extra base hits. So Delman Young gets there at second here with no outs at all. Yep, next pitch, another hit. This is going to be a single, though, and it's going to bring Delman Young home. He rounds third. What a bad throw from center. It's going to cause Joe Mauer to get far away from home plate. And that's going to be another run for me here. So 3-0 against the Twins. And I'm feeling pretty good about this right now because the Twins are one of the lowest teams here when you take a look at batting average and have one of the worst ERAs too. So it's kind of been the perfect storm for them here this season. All right, so now after all that offensive production, we can finally talk about who's pitching here. Chris Carpenter is going to be on the bump for me here. He is also in the running. Obviously not a front runner, but he's in the running here for the Cy Young Award winner. Doug Fister is actually second right now. But we're rocking it here pitching-wise. I'm really glad I picked up Chris Carpenter. I mean, I've only got him on a 1-year contract. So after this year, he's not going to be on the team anymore, which is fine. I mean, we'll take a look and see who's in the free agency. Because if Chris Carpenter is there and he's among one of the best, you know, of course I'm going to go ahead and re-sign him. But that slider, which is awesome with Carpenter, is what causes the strikeout right here. I love that. I've been saying love quite a bit here in this episode. That's just because so many things have been going right for me. Anyway, so Miguel Cabrera, remember he had that home run earlier. Well, he's going to get another one right here. This one in the left field. Wow, he got a hold of that one here, his 25th of the season. So from an offensive standpoint, this game has been great. not only have I gotten back-to-back home runs, but this is the first time in a long time, too, that one of my players has gotten back-to-back home runs in at-bats. You know what I mean? Two home runs and 2 at-bats. There we go. So this continues to expand the lead here a little bit more. The Twins are going to have to put something miraculous together, I think, to be able to stop me, especially if I keep going at this pace here. Now, it's going to be tough, too, because Carpenter's on the mound. You got a good pitcher against a team that usually can't hit too well. Awesome. Oh, I went in the second deck. I didn't even see that one. Huh. Replays are cool, I guess. All right. So, since we got NHL coming out here pretty soon, I'm actually getting that today or tomorrow. It depends on when this all goes up here, because I'm recording this on Monday. Now, I had like 6 videos uploading all at once last night. Looks like they'll get finished today, but I don't want to overload you guys with videos or anything like that, so I think I'm going to put this up on Tuesday. So, since I got NHL today, from when you guys are listening to this here, I don't think I'm going to necessarily be able to finish the franchise on time. Like, what I was wanting to do is play every single game. Well, not every single game. I mean, I play a good majority of the games, but post every single game here from the series that is taking place right now. So, since I'm behind about a month with this here, so it may take me a little bit longer here. And with the amount of videos that I'm going to be doing here with NHL, FIFA, and NBA, I'm going to have to be spacing this out here. So I can't do franchise every other day like I was doing. But I don't know. So we'll be stretching this out a little bit, which I think is all right. I mean, once we hit the postseason, I have some plans here for MLB, especially for the World Series. I kind of want to play out the World Series and see how it might go. But here's the first hit for the Twins. It took them a lot of innings to be able to get their first hit of the game, but, well, 4, I guess, is not a lot, but almost 5 here. Anyway, speaking of the 5th inning, here we go. Now, I had runners on first and second. Going to bring another runner home here off of this hit. Sliding, making it, adding another run here. 5-0 now in the 5th inning. So, Miguel Cabrera getting another hit right there. That ends up being an RBI, and I actually kind of did want to see that, computer. All right, little roller here that gets in between the third baseman and the shortstop. Going to be another hit for us. And we've actually been getting a lot of hits here in this game. I mean, I haven't been able to show all of them here because I probably could make an entire video off the amount of hits that we've been getting. And I'm surprised that with all the hits that I've been getting and as much damage as I've been doing, the Twins haven't been looking at bringing in a reliever. So Scudero helping out the team here. Runners on first and second now thanks to that single. So we're building something here. When you have no outs and you have runners on first and second, some good things can happen here. Barney. Oh, man. That one's dropped. But there is still an out because of it. So runners on first and third with 1 out here. I'm going to just let this one go, even though that was a sweet pitch, and Barney's going to go over there and steal third. Now, remember, Barney's in because I've got some injuries. I don't like having him in here. I was thinking about putting Rayburn in there at third instead of Barney, but I don't know. I'm going to give him a little bit of a rest. Good hit. This one goes into the gap, and that's going to bring 2 runners home. And it looks like the Twins have somebody warming up here in the bullpen. It's about time. But Dirks with a double. So he's had a couple hits today as well. And he makes it 7-0 here. So maybe I should play a little bit more angry every single time here because having lost a few games here against the Twins, I'm starting to really get into it here now. I'm sitting close to the TV, paying more attention. Oh, there we go. Finally going to a reliever here. But, strike one. That's one I shouldn't swing at. That's really one I shouldn't have swung at, but that's okay. So runner on second here. There we go. Victor Martinez getting the hit here. And Victor Martinez. Actually, I think Victor Martinez might be leading in batting average now that I think about it. I'm going to have to go back and take a look here. But whenever I play, Victor Martinez just gets a whole bunch of hits. I mean, I love that his contact is in the really high 90s, depending on who's pitching here. His contact's not the greatest, and for some people, they might not like that, but honestly, I do. because if you can get somebody who can hit for contact but doesn't have the best power, you can usually hit it into the short part of the outfield. You know, just right there past, like, let's say hitting in the left, you know, just goes right over the head of the shortstop. So that works well for me because, I mean, when I get him on base and then Miguel Cabrera comes up, there's a good chance that both of them could end up being on base. And then Prince Fielder, this is why I do it this way. Prince Fielders end up third when it comes to the big three, because if both of them can get on base, well, then we've got a 3-run home run right there, and that's awesome. Ooh, called strike 3 on that 12-6 curve. Now, it is kind of harder actually pitching with the pitchers from the Detroit Tigers, because with Chris Rose, I've gotten into like a pattern here of what pitches I throw, and so with something a little bit different here, or with some different pitches here, I really don't think about going with them too much. That's all right. Prince Fielder, though, getting a single right here. Trying to get him to throw it over to first here. Maybe I can make him throw it poorly here, and I can get an extra base out of this here. And you saw Prince Fielder's got some pretty good stats so far this year. So that one going into the gap here. Prince Fielder is going to head over to third. If it was about anyone else, I might try and go home, but I'm going to come back here and not worry about it. That was actually kind of a decent throw. I think that would have gotten Prince Fielder out here. Because you guys know Prince Fielder's not the fastest guy you're going to find here, but still, we've got runners on base here. Second and third. This one's going to go into right field. Both of them are going to tag up and advance. So Prince Fielder is going to come home. I'm surprised they didn't try to throw it to Maurer on that one. He didn't even contest that one. But now that I've got somebody 90 feet away from home here, I could be looking at another run here in this inning and expanding this lead. So I think the Twins, they're done here in this game. I mean, we're getting later on in the game. Here we are, 7th inning. I have 9 runs over them here. Now, I don't know what happens in the games that I don't play. But it seems like after every game, my bullpen is ridiculously tired. So this has been like, you know, 4th game that I posted in a row where Aroldis Chapman can't throw anything at all because his energy is sitting at 0. Like, his pitch count is 0. And if I bring him in and pitch with him, I have a pretty strong chance of injuring him, and I don't want to do that. So, I don't know. I was pitching with him not too long ago, and I only kept him in for an inning. So the computer must have brought him in the game that I simulated, and gosh, used him a ridiculous amount here. Well, the Twins are starting to threaten right here with trying to get some runs here, with runners on first and third, excuse me, with 2 outs. That's where the second was coming from. 1 hit here could bring a runner home. A good hit could bring 2 home. Now I'm gonna watch here and see if anybody tries to steal. I'm not even gonna. Never mind. Doesn't look like he's going to. Not even taking anywhere near of a big lead here at this point. I don't even think he's that quick, too. So 1-1 count here now. The pitch. It's going to be 2-1 count here. That curve ends up going a little bit lower than what I thought. That's kind of tough here when you go up against these guys who have smaller strike zones. Because I'm usually used to throwing it in the top tier and letting that 12-6 curve drop. Even if I go ahead and do that sometimes, it's going to go ahead and be in too low. So on this pitch here, the slider works once again. Strike 3, so we get out of that one here. 8th inning now for us. Oh, here we go. Start of something else here, pretty nice. A little single here. I think it was Dirks who hit that one. So Dirks having 3 hits this game. Not too bad at all, man. And then now, oh, dang it. Oh, sweet dive, though. Double play. You know what? Take that double play. That was a cool dive. Cool double play. I'll take it here. Victor Martinez. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's those kind of hits that are nice. You know, I don't necessarily need somebody who always goes ahead and gets hits over the wall. I mean, I'm not a power hitting type of guy. Now, playing as the Detroit Tigers, I definitely have the advantage of having some people who hit for power, but I'm more of a contact hitter. Some guy with speed. Oh, fumbles that one here. Victor Martinez breaks that one up. That was definitely going to be a double play. I have 2 guys who are not that fast. But anyway, Prince Fielder gets out, advances him over to second, and Delman Young gets a hit. That one drops just short. And he's coming home. So 10-0 here in the top of the ninth with 2 outs. We as a team have really been hitting, and for those of you who have seen the last few games have realized I haven't. I think as a team we were in like some kind of cold streak or something. Wasn't cool. So now that we're kind of back into this one here, I'm hoping this continues because we've got about a month and a half left here in the franchise mode. Some people think I'm talking about what's going on in real life, but in franchise mode, we've got about a month and a half left here. And granted, I'm 8.5 games ahead of the second place Chicago White Sox, but I can lose that here. All right, 9th inning now. I got to be careful about this here because my energy is pretty low. My curveball doesn't break as much. The accuracy of my pitches has gone down tremendously as well. Yeah, I'm going for the complete game shutout, but more importantly here, I'm giving my bullpen a rest because I think I might simulate the next couple games here just with NHL coming out and stuff. I don't think I'll be able to play the franchise nearly as much. So I want to give my bullpen the best chance here by letting him rest for a day. So a strikeout right there here. Now here we are, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. 0-2 count. All right, it's going to be a little ground ball to Scudero, who's going to pick it up, throw it over to Cabrera, who's playing first today, and we're getting the out. Wow, that was a glitch and a half. 21 hits in this game, my gosh, versus the Twins 4. We definitely woke up here. The bats were alive, and I had a lot of fun this game. This was so nice, especially after the loss. A few losses here that I've had recently. There's one game I played with the Twins that was just horrible. It was terrible. I don't even want to talk about it. But anyway, more, of course, to come here with the franchise here in the next 2 or 3 days. My new schedule, one of the new schedules here, might start up here pretty soon. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I definitely do appreciate it. Like I said, more to come. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on Facebook and Twitter if you guys care or just want to be in the know on what's going on. But again, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.